Hey everybody, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Definitely always ready to explore.
Today, we're going to be talking about the past simple tense.
Ooh, a fun one.
It's one of the most important tenses in English.
Definitely a fundamental building block.
It allows you to talk about things that happened in the past.
And that's, well, most of our conversations, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sharing stories, experiences.
Exactly. So if you want to be able to speak English fluently,
Or even just understand it better when you hear it.
yeah, you need to master the past simple tense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's not as hard as it might seem.
Let's break it down, started with the basics.
Sounds like a plan.
So the past simple tense is used to talk about actions or events.
Single actions, single events, right?
Yeah, that happened and finished in the past.
Like a snapshot in time.
Perfect analogy.
Mm.
Like yesterday, I went to the store.
See, you're already using it.
And it's not just for yesterday. It could be last week, last year.
Last century even, as long as it's a finished action.
Right. The dinosaurs roamed the earth millions of years ago.
Boom. Past simple in action.
So how do we actually form the past simple?
Well, that depends. Most verbs in English are what we call regular verbs.
The regular, meaning.
They follow a simple rule. To make the past simple, we just add aid to the base form of the verb.
Like walk becomes walked.
Exactly. Talk becomes talked. Jump becomes jumped.
Got it. Pretty straightforward.
For the most part, yes. But of course, English has a few little quirks.
Ah, here we go. The exceptions.
Yep. But they're not too bad once you get the hang of them.
Alarm on me. What kind of quirks are we talking about?
Okay, so first, if a verb already ends in E, we just add a D.
So like becomes liked.
You got it. Smile becomes smiled. Dance becomes danced.
Okay, makes sense. What up?
And we have verbs that end in a consonant followed by a Y.
Like cry or try.
Perfect. For those, we change the Y to an I and then add aid.
So cry becomes cried and try becomes tried.
Yep. It's all about that smooth pronunciation.
I'm starting to feel like a grammar detective here.
You're doing great.
But wait, I know there's another tricky group of verbs. What were they called again?
Ah, yes. The infamous irregular verbs.
Are those the ones that don't play by the rules, right?
They like to do their own thing. No itted for them.
So how do we form the past simple for these rebels?
Sadly, there's no magic formula here. We just have to memorize them.
That doesn't sound very fun.
I know. But the good news is there's a limited number of them.
And they're super common, so it's worth the effort, right?
Exactly. Think of them like the VIPs of verbs.
Okay, give me an example of a VIP irregular verb.
The most famous one is probably go. In the present tense, it's I go. But in the past simple, it becomes I went.
Right. No id anywhere in sight.
And see becomes saw.
Okay, and eat.
Eat.
We just got to learn these individually. Practice, practice, practice.
Exactly. Flashcards, word lists, using them in sentences.
It's like learning a new dance move. It feels awkward at first.
But then suddenly you're flowing.
Now, there's one more important verb we got to talk about.
Ah, the verb to be, the most irregular of them all.
Right. How does this one work in the past simple?
This one is unique because it changes depending on the subject.
The subject meaning the person doing the action.
Yep. So for I, the past simple of be is was. I was happy yesterday.
Okay, so for he, she, and it.
Also was. He was tired. She was hungry. It was sunny.
And for we, you, and they.
It's were. We were excited. You were late. They were surprised.
Okay, so was for singular subjects and were for plural subjects.
You've got it.
And that's how we form the past simple tense.
For most verbs, anyway.
Right. Regular verbs, we add ed or adjust the ending a bit.
And for those irregular verbs, we just got to memorize them.
But the more you use them, the easier it gets, right?
Absolutely. It becomes second nature, like riding a bike.
And that's it for our deep dive into the past simple tense.
Hopefully that was helpful for everyone.
Don't forget to subscribe to the show and check out all the helpful links in the description.
And as always, have a great day.
See you next time.